For this video, I have prepared this nail. My manicure is done and my base coat has been applied. And I'm gonna do a glitter inlay with chameleon glitters and some flakes. So what you will need is your nail, of course. You will need clear gel, a brush, and of course some glitters and or flakes. You can also apply a gel polish color underneath to get it more covering. That is fine as well, just see what you prefer. You can also use a clear polygel to do this technique, but I prefer gel. I'm gonna start with cleansing my nail. I'm gonna push back my cuticle just a little bit. And with my brush, I'm taking just a little bit of gel and I'm creating my first wet layer. I'm not hardening this, and it's not going to be too thick. You can just see this as a sticky layer for your glitters, because that is all it is. It's looking like this. I'm going to start with a few flakes at the cuticle area. And I'm going to take them to the sides a bit as well. Also a few on the nail itself and just a little bit at the free edge. And then I'm taking a few of my glitters. I'm applying them all over my surface. Keep in mind that the chunky glitters should not be directly at the cuticle or at the sides. You should leave a bit there for the smaller glitters. You do also need to make sure your glitters are laying flat when you put your nail in the lamp. And you want to apply all of your glitters at this step, since otherwise if you do another step your nail is going to be way too thick. Check it from the side. This is fine. And this can go in the lamp. And this is what our first hardened layer is looking like, and now we're gonna give it the glass effect that we want. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my clear gel again. I'm gonna apply it all over as my first wet layer, covering everything up but also making sure not to touch my skin. Now it's looking like this, and I'm gonna take my normal amount of gel. I'm gonna build my nail with an apex so that it's gonna be nice and smooth. Taking my gel forward a bit, and this is a fast running gel, so I'm gonna use my fine liner from here. Now I'm leveling my nail like this. Bringing it back, checking my reflection, and then it's gonna go in the lamp quickly. And this is our hardened product. Now I'm gonna remove my tacky layer. Now I'm gonna file. I'm gonna first file my free edge in a 90-degree angle with a 180 grit file. And I'm making sure I'm leaving my lower arches correct. Like this, and then I'm gonna perfect my top. I'm gonna first go by the sides just to make sure there's no glitter sticking out, but not applying too much pressure because I don't file anything away. This is our sides, and then I'm just gonna take my buffer using the 180 grit side. I'm gonna smooth out my surface. That way, even though the reflection is this strong, I can also see if there are any parts that need more correction. Buffing all around this area as well. And then this is what it's looking like. Here you can see the nail itself is really not thick, so this is just a fine technique for thin nails as well. Now I'm gonna remove every bit of dust since it's gonna be time for our top coat. Okay, so now all we need to do is apply our top coat. I'm gonna start here, applying it all the way to the cuticle and swiping it forward. And there you can see this shine coming through again. This really gives a sight of what's going to be the finished look. Your top coat's not just going to be another layer, it is really your cherry on top. So make sure to focus on it and to give a lot of attention to it, since this can really make or break your final look. Now I've applied my top coat, and just to be sure, I'm gonna level it again. This has completely hardened, and I'm gonna do my finishing touch, which is always filing my shape one more time to give it that crisp end result. Now this is what it's looking like. All that needs to be done is apply some oil and just enjoy the results actually. So this was my video about full glitter inlay. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed it. I can also do different variations on it, like half an inlay with upper forms, all that stuff. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you like this. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.